Hello and thanks for downloading this tutorial. My name is Emre Karabajak. I'm a 3D environment prop artist, and in this tutorial I will show you how to create a basic tile material in Substance Designer. The example will look like this. So you can download also my project file on Cubebrush. And yeah, so I will go over this project and show you how I built up this rock material. So I think I will just hop in. And the first step would be to create a mask. So it's on a simple tile material 6x6. I adjust the scale and let's see, this value, that's 0.05 and the scale was 0.99, and you will get results like this, some blurry edges. It's great for beveling, like stuff like this. Oh, sorry, I will, let me update this fix. Channels, define occlusion and drop it a little bit lesser. So great. Yeah. So I created this tile generator. Now I will use slope blur grayscale to get some edge damages on it. I'm combining this with Clouds 1 and set the mode on minimum and the samples on 32 and intensity on 0.025. And now I will use warp to break out the linear shape. For example, it's like when I increase this value, you will see it's gets kind of warpy. And I use for this Perlin noise zoom distance on 14 and this order 15. And on the upper part here, I copied my tile generator and I set scale on 1. Let's see. And and dragged variations in contrast a little bit upper, so like 0.6 or 7 to get this fancy grayscale pattern. So it's very important to get some variations for our height map. So without this, maybe I can show you. Let me parallax occlusion. Let me drag the scale up like this, which we can see some changes. And now when I go to our tile generator, what we created, and take down the variations, you will see. Okay, it's not a big change, but it's okay, it's not updating, but it's okay, sorry for this. It's for the height map to get some different heights on the tiles. So again, when I increase variations, you will see that will happen. Great. So now I blend this one with our tile generator that we created on the start. I use multiply, then use warp again to get the same result like here at the bottom. And now I blend them together to get also this this edge damage that I created before here. I know it's a little bit complicated, but yeah, it's a It's okay. Now, I use a blend to blend our gradient linear. So it's only a node that you can create. So press spacebar and say gradient, and I use this one and give my tile generator that I copied from the start as an image input. And here we got 6 by 6, scale 1, and let me see. Yeah, here pattern type image input that we got this one as a source file, as a source. Then I set fixed rotation on 3 and the fixed rotation random on 0.5 to not get a linear result. And I say this one is on true because if it's false, you will get some strange shapes like this. So set on a true. And let me see. Yeah, that's everything. So it's really important because when I drop this down, you will see you will get so much nice shapes, like a gradient. It's a gradient, so yeah. Now then yeah, I blend them together with multiply and 0.5 and use the levels on it. I drop it a little bit down to not get a hard result like this. And yeah. And now here on the upper part, I just let's see. Yeah, I adjust the edges. So I created or I copied the tile generator from before and set the scale to 1 and this value on 0.05 to get a closer tiles like this, and blend them together. I can show you why. So when I increase the value from this, yeah, you see it's masking out the edges. If it's gonna be sharper, then you will get better results on a height map that's not beveled from the ground, and it's yeah, it looks much nicer. It's like it's extruded, not beveled. So I will undo this. Yeah, great. So I multiplied this with 1, and this is our height map. Great. Okay. So the next step will be our crack spots. Very simple. I used an tile random, created 32 by 32. I use Bell as my pattern. Random size 1, scale 0.45, scale random on 0.2. Okay, rotation constraints is on 2. And here offset on 1, random 1, random 1. So everything is 1 and random constraints true. If I set it on false, yeah, it's on true, you will get better results. Okay, yeah, and blend mode adds up. But okay, it's standard value. And now I use slope blue gas gray with the clouds 1 from the start. and set the samples on 32, intensity to 0.2 and on min. It's because we will get some some crisp edges like this, and invert it with the invert grayscale. Use levels to soft this a little bit out, so you have control. When I take this away, you will see they are vanishing. Now I use a little bit blur on it, 0.1, with the blur high quality grayscale, and put them onto the blend, where I blend it with the warp on the bottom. And I used our tile generator from before, from the start, as a mask. And I set it on multiply. Okay, you can use, I think, okay, multiply. Yeah, great. And yeah, that's for crack spots. Now go to the big spots, something like this. So for this example, I use black and white spots too. Then use levels. Drag this black and gray value to the right side to get results like this. So only some points, some noisy points. Now here I use a Gaussian spot too, and scale this very big, like this. Then use levels on it. Also change some values here to get a result like this, some points. Then I warp this with Cloud Swan to get this result. I use 0.01 as the intensity, and now I blend them together with add linear dodge and 1. Now I blurred a little bit to don't get some much crispy edges, so 0.1 and the quality on 1. Sharpen a little bit. So it's like you can do like this, but you don't must. And blur a little bit again. So, and now I blend this one with our crack spots. And yeah. So let me drag this out. Oh yeah, and here I got an inverted mask from our warp on the bottom on our mask frame. But we will use this later. Now let's go to the edge damages that we create. For this I use again our warp. For the mg edge damages, so you can type here mg only edge damages. Yeah, here our mask generator. Then I invert it. So, and also here level 0.5, contrast 0, damage intensity 0.24. Now invert it and blur it a little bit and blend it together with our blend from the crack spots and big spots. And here you can also, let's see, have control over the edge damage. If you drop it down, you will get lesser edge damage or non-edge damage, and if you drag it like this on 0.39 or more, you will see you will get a nice, looks too much maybe. So, and yeah, the blending mode would be subtract. Great. So from this, I use levels and take some dark values away. So I move this to the right side and use this as my ambient occlusion. So it looks okay for it. Great. Now then let's go to the normal map. I select this one from the edge damages that I created before and convert it to normal. And here I blend it with the normal from the concrete, from the base materials. So I will show it later. So it's only a blend. Here's our foreground. That would be our tiles, and on the background our concrete. And this go to our normal. Yeah. And from the blend, I created some cavity map that we will use later on the color base. So create a curvature, and yeah, so only curvature. Here's our roughness map. So I used 210 as the value, as the grayscale value, and our metallic map would be black. Great. Now so let's see. Color variations. It's very simple. I used again my color variations from before, from the start. I copy it and I transformed it to a gradient map. So I need a color-based gradient map, so I can blend it with the base material rock. But first, I used again my gradient linear and tile generator from here. So you can only copy it. So it's like copy paste. So that would be our color variations for our color base color, sorry. And here I used the concrete 044. Concrete, sorry, 044. Here. So I dropped in on a space and only use the base color. So here you can change the values. So I used cracks 0.44, dirtness on 0, and use some color. But I think it's the standard color from this map. And this one I blended together with our edge damages so that I get the structure of our tile. And about this gradient map, I must convert it to a color-based map. So if I set it on grayscale, so nothing will work, because you can only combine color-based and not color-based and grayscale. So back again to color. So I use minimum darken and 1 as the opacity. And yeah, so. And now here I blend it together with our color variations with the top one. So it's only for some variations like this here. So when I choose a higher value, you see it gets some interesting color informations. but I will use a lesser value like 0.02 because it's a tile texture. So if you get some colors like this, so it will be noticeable. So I use it slightly like this. And also I use this gradient map and blend them also with multiply. This one was multiplier in 0.02, and this one also multiplier but 0.1. So when I take here a higher value, you will see, yeah, it looks kind of strange. But take it to 0.1. Nice. And yeah, so now let's handle our concrete. I use gravel, so you can say gravel here, drag and drop on the space. And here I use only base color and the normal information. So let me go through the advanced parameters. So layers on 0, I want 1, but I think it's for the layers. And gravel scale on 0.18. And the normal map information goes here to our blend because we need some ground informations. Great. And now from here I use HSL to drop down our saturation a little bit and blend it with our rock base material that we created here on the upper part, and used our inverted mask that we created before from our warp on the bottom of our mask frame to let's see, to mask out the ground. So when I take this away, it will look like this. So, oh, sorry. Yeah, right. So, like this. Great. And now I blend the last time with our cavity map. So it's an awesome trick. So if you created your gradient material cavity, sorry, curvature. Oops. Curvature. And convert it to color based and use overlay and the opacity on 0.25. It's pops it makes more sharpen the base color, or it makes pop out more details. So when I drop down to 0, you will see it gets kind of blurry, but when I say okay, I will use 1, so you see the results. Yeah, and that will be our base color. Yeah, so that was the whole Substance Designer project file. So you can download it on my Cubebrush store. But at the end, I will show you my setup on Marmoset, or I can give them to as a download. So let's see. Okay, it's kind of laggy. So you can download this also with the material setup. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial about creating basic materials in Substance Designer. And yeah, so have fun.